Just our competitiveness. We've been through a lot this year. But the one thing I'm most proud of with these guys is they always compete. And, the Gary at bat, I think, is a great example of that. I mean, if you fall behind 0-2 against that guy, lay off some tough pitches, battle, and just miss winning the game. It was a great at bat, but just proud of the way they competed. It just really sucks. Came up short.
Barry, we'll get you the mic.
After the events of last night, what was your thoughts on keeping CC in the game as balls are being hit harder and harder against him?
I was fine with the way CC was throwing the ball. He was at the 2-out point. We were going to have him go through Bradley. Simple as that. You just kind of knew we had our guys lined up enough that we could, especially had we got to that point, we could get through the game. I think it was a sound decision to move him, allow him to go through Bradley at that point.
Other questions? Ryan, we'll get you the mic.
Aaron, it's always a little surprising when you guys don't hit here, especially. How shocking was it to see the way your offense was shut down, not once but twice in this building?
Yeah. I mean, definitely frustrating, and I think one of their goals in this series was to keep us in the ballpark, and then coming here, where we're so good at that, they were able to do it, and credit to them for being able to hold us down and shut us down. But I mean, in the end, you don't move on usually when you can't get those enough big hits in a series, and they just outplayed us a little bit.
Other questions? Ryan?
Aaron, is there anything about the makeup or identity of the offense that results in not being able to get the big hit that is something you guys are going to have to take a look at?
Well, we want to continue to get better. So we're chasing the perfect offense. So, as a major league athlete, we're chasing to be the best we can be. And unfortunately, it wasn't good enough, and we'll continue to work at getting to that point where we're as complete in every department as we can be, offensively, pitching, defense. That you're always chasing utopia. We're chasing that.
Ken in the second row.
Aaron, just to clarify with that third inning, you said you resolved CC was going to get through Bradley. As he got the second out, that's when you
Yeah.
You guys, so 3 more bat. The two.
Gosh, you got to take me back now.
Kinsler got the
Kinsler hit the ball, and then Nunez
got the single.
Right.
So
and then who was?
And then Bradley. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once, had he gotten Nunez, it might have been the end of his night. But once Nunez got the hit, we weren't going to go to the pen there. We were going to let him face Bradley, the lefty there.
Well, I guess the question is, how seriously do you consider lifting CC earlier, before Kinsler, before Nunez?
Yeah, not serious at that point. I mean, we had Robbie up there, but no, not at that point. We're a hitter away.
Tyler?
Aaron, when you talk about chasing the perfect offense and being more complete, what kind of things would you like to see more? What do you think the offense needs more going forward?
Well, I mean, you're always chasing to be the most complete hitter you can be, to be the best base running team. I mean that's, we're chasing greatness here, and I mean that's better in every aspect. Better at getting on base, better at slugging, better at putting the ball in play. All those things that you work on as a hitter to be the best you can be.
Do 4 more, starting with Mark on your right.
Aaron, understanding you were comfortable with CC in the third at that point, did you see anything change with him from that? From maybe those last 3 or 4 hitters.
Obviously, Kinsler smoked the ball. I think Gardy got a little turned around there, and then Nunez hit the ball hard, but felt good about him facing Bradley for the last hitter there. And then it would have been, had he not gotten through there, it would have been Robbie. Once he did get through, we wanted Britton to start that next inning and go through the top of their order.
3 more, Danny.
Aaron, in each of the 4 games of this series, the team that had the better starting pitching performance won.
Mm-hmm.
Is your rotation good enough to win a championship?
Yeah. I mean, now going forward, what's our rotation going to be? Obviously, we have some decisions. A lot of things are going to happen between, obviously, now and next year. But I think we're right there knocking on the door to be that. Yes. I mean, I think we're very close to being a championship club right now. We just got to continue to improve on the margins in every facet. Pitching is one of those.
Mark Carrick.
And you mentioned them keeping you guys in the park. Do you think that's a matter of execution, just ebb and flow, or is there something fundamentally about the type of players you guys need to target to be maybe more complete, or I guess what part of that do you think rose to sort of keep you guys in the park?
Well, I think one is execution. I think they did a really good job of game planning, executing for the most part. I don't know. Do we need to be better? Of course, obviously. But I don't know how to answer that question as far as it wasn't good enough. So we need to be better. Simple as that. As far as targeting, that's for the winner, and as the roster changes and adds and subtracts and those kind of things, and hopefully we'll continue to work towards having the most complete team we can.
I'll finish up with John in the third row.
Aaron, how would you characterize Stanton's series? He had a lot of chances in big spots for you.
Yeah, he threw some hits out there. A little up and down, had some good at-bats, got on base a little bit. Obviously had some chances, some chances where he could have made a big difference with a big hit or whatever, and it just didn't happen in this series. And, that's part of it, but, that's also why we have 9 guys. It's not all about one guy, and we just weren't able to get enough